Welcome, Darren. How are you?
All right, all right.
Isn't this a topsy-turvy?
It is. I was quite amused on the news. Then they were talking about there's calls for investigation into alleged insider trading. Right. I mean, he couldn't be more blatant about it because he put on his in his Truth Social. He actually had a image of the chart. The sort of buy here sort of thing. Well, great place to buy. He put on there, telling everybody where to buy. And then after that, the stock market shot. He made his announcement and up he went. You know,
It's great, isn't it,
he doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care. He's so gung ho with everything. I think he just operates on the basis that he probably win more than he loses. So a bit like trading FOREX or something. Just
eh? I think, no, there was some reports I saw that he's going to just get rid of all of the tariffs except for China in the next couple of weeks.
yeah.
It'll just like because it's anyway.
Well, all those MAGA
Yeah,
caps he's wearing, where are they
yeah,
all made? Made in China.
yeah.
We've been pointing out.
I was at a friend's on Monday. Went with my wife. We went to one of her friends actually, and the husband has a friend in the US. Anyway, he sent him out a Donald Trump wobblehead little thing in a
Yeah,
box made in China. First thing I checked, it's like,
yeah,
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 make
yeah.
it all great again, all made in China. Well, anyway, let's just move this to start. Oh, it just is crazy for the market, though. Just
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we are not financial advisors. So just take any trades you're happy to take based on your own analysis. All right, there's a foolish disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. Uh, Struggling live session traders. Some of us anyway. Um, Not like Tom anyway.
Well, I'm hoping these changes I've made are going to help keep me out
Yeah,
of.
but then again though, in the volatility, like things just turned around from yesterday. It's like, yeah, I don't know. How are you going then?
Well, generally, most of the trades I'm in are in profit at the moment. A couple
Okay,
aren't,
okay.
but I'm about to enter a few more, and I'm about to switch from sort of sell to buy to sell on a couple as well. So it's
Hmm,
slightly different approach now.
hmm, okay.
Uh,
Rightio. A very different approach.
yeah,
Um, let's have a look and go pick up here then. Sorry about yesterday, people. Things were just yeah, a little bit crazy. I had to in the end I had to pick up Claire and take it down to the drive half an hour down or more to a suburban rail station so she could get into the city. Anyway, get out. Anyway, right. Well, what do we got here? You wouldn't be in any of this then if it hasn't got a trend bar change anyway.
uh, no, not in that one. Didn't get the sell because that's sort of before I
Yeah. Before the
changed my
change.
rules and not got
Yeah.
a trend bar change.
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
the
I'll still
AEDs.
only be looking for sells on this at the moment, as long as the trend bar is red.
Yep.
So returns if we get a short now, I'd potentially be in for the sell.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay. No worries. Which is potentially, you know, could occur.
Well, it's
Um,
happened on a couple of the other AUDs, hasn't it? We've had a complete
Yeah.
turnaround.
Well, he's also too AUD CHF, pushed
Yeah.
up and then back down again. And you
So
have a short.
yeah, so I'm going to get in this for the sell now. So There we go. Happy days.
So you're saying that you're into that now as a sell?
Well, I'm about to do. I'm looking at that now. That's ready for to get in for a sell. I like to wait till the sort of towards the end of the session, make sure the short
Yeah, yeah, stays
actually
there.
holds and doesn't suck back up.
Gotcha, no worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you there, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go through some um bricks in a moment. Just have a look and see some of these ones.
Go through these pairs.
Sorry?
Go through the regular candles. It's fine.
Yeah, no worries. That's all right. AUD also pushed up and now pushing back down. You still got red, but you don't have a short. Okay.
Yeah.
And on your current rules, you wouldn't have got into that buy because it was still red on the trend bar.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty basic, straightforward.
Yeah. But I would have got in on that short had I been
Yeah.
doing this last Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, but how long do you stay in? Like, for example,
Yeah.
see when that pushed back up, would you have got out?
At that point, no. In a word.
Okay. So you're gonna let the stop loss sort of be the determinant, are you?
Well, I don't think there's sort of enough candles to really sort of move the. So you've only got sort of two candles down, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then a pullback. I mean, you'd expect that pullback because of the imbalance created by the speed of that drop.
Yeah, no worries at all.
So I think you need to give that room to potentially come back up to the top of that big candle.
Mm.
So at best, I might have moved my stop loss to the just above that big sell candle. So it
Yeah.
becomes, I suppose, almost a break even then if I got in on the short. So I could have done that. Had
So
I got
so what you're saying is you would have probably, I'm just sort of looking at what your process is. So you get the short thing somewhere here, you got in, put your stop loss maybe there or there, probably two candle back. It's gone down here. You got 3.5, whatever. Then it jumps back up here to nearly break even, and now it's back down there to not quite one. But you would stay, and then potentially what you would have done is put your stop loss down to there when it came down. Came back, would have maybe with spread, it might have,
yeah,
don't know.
close.
Oh no, it wouldn't have. No, because your stop
Would have
loss
been
is
all
back
right.
up here.
Yeah.
You still would have been, and now it's gone back down here. So you just leave your stop loss. I'm just looking at what the strategy is overall. So,
Yeah.
welcome, Paul.
Oh, Brian.
How are you?
All right, how are you? It's been a long time.
Has it? Oh, seems like just the other day.
No, it's been a while since I've not done any trading for a good few months.
Okay. Well,
Probably not a good time to start again either.
no, it's probably not a great time within this craziness going on. But there's a couple of things. I mean, Darren is trading. He's changed strategies and back another strategy. So now we're looking at how he's potentially trading, or fine tuning his trading strategy as such in this circumstance. So he's still trading on a daily and using the trend bar at a certain setting. And using the longs and shorts to be in trades. We're just talking about how he's the strategy of where he would be. But it's interesting in it. I mean, look at that. You got if you had to change your stop, drop down, pull back and drop down there, and you had to move your stop loss, and you had to got out of the trade down here, this would be like a 15% gain, Darren. But now where it is, it's about a 3. Oh well, it's probably less than that because your stop loss is still in effect still there. You just moved it there or moved it here to reduce your potential loss, but it's not giving you that sort of a profit. It's really in effect only about it really in effect less than 1%.
I mean, these
If
are
it-
unusually big moves, these, aren't they? This is
No, you're right.
such big candles all the time like this. So
Yeah. Well, somehow Trump and his mates have got to make some profit out of everyone else.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm just wanting to understand what your process would be. That's okay, so that people could. Right, AUD, Singapore. You're not. I mean, that's in a long, but you're still red. You're not going to be trading that, which is fair enough. AUD USD. Now that's still red. So if that turned green and you had the long, do you have to wait? I mean, because it's got the long, would you get into that trade for a buy?
no, trend bar's still red. So
No. If this was green now, for example, or it started to turn green, would you consider getting in for
yes, for a
okay.
buy, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Okay. No worries.
I think the more likely scenario is going to turn. I'm going to get a short, and I'm going to get in for the sell. I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah, okay. Even if it turned green a bit, you wouldn't get well anyway, we'll just see whether
Yeah.
in a short period of time or not. We'll just wait. I mean, that's one to watch. AUD USD. Okay, CAD CHF. Look at this. Still in that sell, and off it went and sold further back down to the
Yeah.
previous low.
Well, I now have a short again, so this I can get in this for a sell now. I'm not in it at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's pulled back up. And bar's still red. We've now got a short. It's heading back down again.
Mm.
Potentially time to get in on that one.
Yeah, well, that's a fair drop though, isn't it? I mean, when you
It is,
think of
yeah.
it,
Yeah, you're going
from
to get a
there down,
pullback probably.
that's 200 pips.
Yeah,
Um,
madness.
so again, this is your question, I suppose, to yourself. Do you wait for a pullback and then a further drop if it
Yeah.
is, or or is this just going to continue down? You've got to make that decision, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right. See, I'm just thinking about it from here. You would have a red and a short, you'd get in, and then it just pulls its way back up. And then drops off again.
Yeah, I'd still be in that though because I wouldn't to move my stop loss. It's still sort of a couple of candles.
It'd be up here.
Stop loss still be there. It would survive. Mind you, trend bar turned green, so I'd get out, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Probably around about break even, but then get in on the
Yeah.
short again.
Well, no, it wouldn't be break even. You would have got in the trade further down
Yeah, would have
here.
been a small, yeah, bit of a loss. You're right.
Would have been a loss on that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of I'm just looking at what it would have been if you had have done. Okay. KJ. I'm personally in a buy on this one, but that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, weird. So we've got sellouts. We've got a long. A long came in and pushed it up, and then in the last 24 hours, it's just gone back down again. And you do have the short red. You do have a long there. So here's, you're probably, I don't know, you'd be staying out of this at the moment.
Oh no, I'm still in the sell on this. I got in on the short and I'm still in. It's come back up.
And you'd
It's
have
not
your stop loss up here somewhere.
stop loss is at about 106.
Wow,
So,
wow, up here.
yeah.
Okay. Mm.
It needs to push down a bit before I start to move the stop loss down.
Yeah, but you're still in the short on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, it's slightly in profit at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you would have got in somewhere down here or wherever in that
Trend bar
short.
stayed red, so I've stayed
Yeah.
in.
Okay. All right. CHF JPY. Oh, look at that.
Been a nice buy off the long if you do.
Yeah. And look at that. Yeah, well, but that's what back too far from when you're.
Oh yeah, not in that. Yeah.
I don't know if you did. Yeah, I'm just wondering if you did get in from that sort of situation. But it had the short then the long. Okay. Anyway, it looks like there might be a little bit of a pullback on that. It's got a lower high and then it's. Well, we've still got a green trend bar though. Okay. All right. Euro AUD. Still got a green one here. But we have a short.
But if we get a lot, if it pushes up, we get a long. I'll probably get in this with a buy.
Yeah. So volatile, isn't it? It's just like the engulfing candles down, then back up, then it just is maybe trading holiday time. Just see. But yeah, this is the tariffs are on there. No, they're off, and then there's a pullback on it. So yeah, all right. Okay, Euro CAD. You got a long and it's green.
Yeah, I'm in this for a
Buy. You will.
for a buy.
You're not
No,
in yet, are you?
Yeah, I'm in it already. I got in. Got in on the previous long.
Oh, that one there.
Actually,
okay.
no, I got in a couple of candles after that. It pulled back, so I got in it, and then it's sort of been up and down, and it's in profit at the moment.
Okay, you got in over here. Right here, no worries. Well, still a green trend bar. Still,
Yeah.
look at this. They just like bang, bang. It's craziness at the moment. Okay, so you are in along on that. Right here, Euro CHF. Well, you got a short.
Yeah, that's
And a long there, then a short straight away.
yeah.
Oh God.
Meets the criteria for for getting in that. So
Yeah.
red trend bar, we got the short.
Yeah. So if you say you're in that short and push down and back up, it might, and imagine it didn't knock you out, which is probably would have, but anyway, and then it drops down, then you get a long and you got a red trend bar. Do you stay in even though it's giving you a long?
Yeah, at the moment, that's what I'm.
Okay.
That's what we're thinking is
Right. Yeah.
stay in as long as the trend bar doesn't change.
Just keep moving your stop loss down, so you'd have it somewhere here at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it does another short and drops off, and you go, whew, fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a bit more profit. Okay. But at the moment, you're not in, but you're going to potentially get into that short.
Yeah.
Okay. Into the sell. Euro GBP,
No, not in this.
you're
So
still willing to play this one though?
yeah, well, that's been a nice. That would have been a nice buy. That
Oh, absolutely.
I'd
And it
still
pull
be in
back,
that.
then push back up.
Following these rules, I'd still be in it.
Yeah.
Even a
Yeah,
couple of
absolutely.
candles. Stop loss a couple of candles back, moving it up.
Yeah.
And I'd still be in it.
Long you'd get in there somewhere, probably the end of this candle because it gave you a long and a green. And then it would push up, move your stop loss from wherever here up to there, up to there. You've probably got it sitting here by now. And then it pushed further up. So once you get the next candle, you'd probably move your stop loss from here, there to here.
Yeah.
Okay. And still being, and it'd be a stop profit. Okay,
Yeah.
you're a JPY, and you got a short, you got a green, but you don't have a long. Okay.
It's a bit of a mess. Looking at that one.
Yeah, well, if you're in that long there, though. Okay. And it doesn't matter about where it is within because you're not using the channels anymore. Okay. You're at NZD. Look at it, just keeps trending up, does its pullback, and then just pushes itself up. Now, you could have potentially been knocked out of that because if you have a long there, you get in, you got your stop loss down here. As soon as it pushed off, you'd move your stop loss to there. It pushed off, you'd move your stop loss to there. It pushed off, you'd move your stop loss to there. And when it came back down, it would knock you out.
Still a decent profit on that, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I'm not saying. I'm just looking at how it would potentially have played out. That's what I'm sort of looking at from this strategy perspective. You are giving away like a fair bit of profit that, like for example, if you got that, well, you would have got in roughly there somewhere. Let's just say, at the end of that candle, you got your stop down there, probably not there, probably there. And really, if you had got out there, it's 3%. But if it knocks you out down here, you're only talking like not even 1%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, I just said these are unusually big moves, aren't they? I mean, you look at
Oh, yeah.
you look at the long sort of back in February there. Look at now
Yeah, I know.
that,
I know.
that'd be a perfect trade.
Yeah, that's
Just
typical
nice
there, isn't it?
candles. Just tracking it, and then eventually profiting out.
Well, you wouldn't here. Oh, well, it depends here. Yeah, you'd probably be putting your stop loss up, and then be knocked out at that short.
Yeah. And then I got back in on the long again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Just be out of it for a week and a bit or whatever, and then back in again.
I mean, that's the thing. It's whereas previously I'd have been completely focused on getting the sell from the top of the X48.
Yeah. And it just turns around and comes back at you.
Yeah. But with these rules, I wouldn't take the short. Trend bar still.
Still green.
So I'd be sitting out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. And you got questions, Paul, or you're just observing what we're...
Just observing, getting back into the swing.
Okay, no worries. Swing it. Okay. Euro Singapore, same. Look at this, another long. We got a long there, short, long. It's like, you imagine it would have been that long. Potentially moving your stop loss up, you might have got knocked out there, but then it would have been long straight away again. You would have been back in again.
Well, this is ready for getting in for a buy. Now we've got
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Actually,
You're
I've got a question, Brian. What indicators are you using now?
Okay. Let's just go simple through them. It's like EMA trend bar. That's this green to red thing in here.
Yeah.
And the settings 25. This is what Darren's using.
Yeah.
25, pretty straightforward. This twin range filter, which I think is just what comes out of the box, which is the short and the longs. That's let me just make sure it's right. Yeah, 27 1.6 55 2. It's just, I think it's what just comes out of the box. This X48, but I mean Darren's not using that, so we could actually turn that off. And you could use this high, low, but I mean Darren's not even using that, right? We don't. So pretty simple, twin range and a trend bar.
Yeah, same as previously. I don't think
Maybe,
change.
but we've been using that X48 for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we just got absolutely burned last week with the tariff announcements. It only one little difference I have on my settings is I don't have the the red and green candles like that. The candles stay green with the trend bar. So
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because you have something set in. Is it in here? Can't remember. It's
must
in
be
there.
style.
Yeah, color. I think you got bar color. See the bar color.
Yeah, that's the one. Click OK on that. I mean, what I find with that, I don't get distracted by the. Do you know what I mean? So
But you can still see because it's still got the red
yeah,
outline.
you
And then
don't.
you can see where the trend
Yeah,
bar changes, but then changes back again
what you don't do is get distracted by you know
by the different candles.
where we got that short and was that run of sort of sell candles because everything's still green. You don't sort of get
Oh, here. Yeah, this here.
yeah
Yeah.
you don't get sort of distracted. That's just for me, sort of visually. You don't get sort of
Yeah. Mm.
so in my mind, it's still buying, even
It's
though
still trending up. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Whereas with the normal candle colours, there are sort of 4 or 5 red candles there.
Gets you a little jittery, does it?
Yeah. I mean, all
Okay.
it's done there, it's pulled back to the trend bar and taken off again.
Yeah.
That's what it's done.
Yeah. Well, this is when it's below the trend bar.
Yeah.
This is when it's above the trend bar. Does that answer the question, Paul?
Yeah.
Rightio. So then we'll just go down and look at these GBPs. So a GA is still, there's a short there, but it's still green. So again, if you got in on this long and had your stop loss there, you would have just moved it up and up and up. You would have got knocked out in a stop profit situation there. And it's got a short, so you'd be waiting for another long to get back in because it's still green on the trend bar.
Yeah.
But it is very much like what you said the other day. It's like once you're in a trend, it stays in that trend until it changes that trend. And it's just been pretty crazy up that way. You just keep going with it rather than jumping out at a rail or something.
Instead of being
Right.
too preoccupied trying to get the sell, which is
Yeah.
what it was with the X48,
Yeah, correct.
which is
All
why
right.
I dropped out last week. Anyway,
Yeah, no, absolutely. But if you had been in that long, it would have been a nice profit up there till it popped back down at you here, and you might have moved your stop loss to there. Then when it came back down there, it would knock you out. But that's okay. That's still a stop profit, not a loss.
yeah.
You want. All right, GCAD. Well, this is
Yeah, well, I'm in this one, so this is moving quite nicely at the moment.
as a short,
Yeah,
as a sellout.
yeah, I
So
got in on the red.
you
I
got
got in on
you got
the red candle.
yeah,
So
you got a
I've
short
got the short. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
but you
got the
didn't do
short.
anything. You
No,
didn't do
no,
anything because it was still green.
no. But provided that short is still there, once I
Yeah,
get a change of trend bar,
you were in.
I mean, because that short is still. I'm still working off that short. If you see what I mean.
Yeah,
So I'm in,
no.
and that's going quite well at the moment. Pulled back a bit today, but
It's still okay. Oh well, not okay. Still really good. So from this point of view, would you get in on that candle or would you get in on that candle?
on the
Probably
red,
this
on the
one.
red, on the red
The red
candle.
candle. Yeah, okay. Somewhere on there as soon as you
Yeah,
could, and your
yeah.
stop loss would be up here somewhere.
Yeah, well, I've moved it now, so it's
on top of that one.
Yeah, where have I got it at the moment? Let's have a look. All right, it's right. It's
184 or 182.
184.
Okay, it's up here. Okay, no
Yeah.
worries. It's sort of just up above break even or up
Yeah,
above entry.
those big wicks are the problem though. If I get
Yeah.
another push down, I can move it.
And you'll move it down to here.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. All right, that's interesting. That's good. Okay. GBP CHF. Oh my gosh. Got the short and the red. It was time to get in that one, wasn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
then it did a long, but it doesn't matter. Then it's
Doesn't
done another
matter.
short.
If I'd
Doesn't matter because you still got a red trim bar.
if I'd have got that sell on back on sort of Wednesday, Thursday, whenever it was, that red, which I would have got in on because I've had the short
Right.
back
Yeah.
on the 7th of March, got in on that red candle. One,
Back-
2, 3.
Back here.
Let's have a look. No, there's a short. I might have got in there, would have got jumped out again, but then got, well, there we go. Sorry, on the short there. Big, forget that one. That would have been, and then
That would have been a loss.
I'd have got straight out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'd have gotten the next short.
Yeah, which you would have waited for there. Okay.
I'd still be in that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's down here somewhere.
In fact, what I'm thinking on a situation like that, there's the opportunity there to take a second position.
So you get that short, you'd probably be in somewhere around there. Your stop loss would be up there.
Yeah.
And then you'd be up 2.3%.
Yeah. So now I would move my stop loss down to above this short. So I bring it right down to there now.
Well, not yet. Wouldn't you wait for the next candle? Or?
But when the candle closes,
When the current candle or when the next candle?
If I get a short, once that candle closes, I bring the stop loss down to just above the short.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
And potentially take another position because my original trade is in
profit.
Guaranteed in profit. You know, the stop loss is in profit. It's risk free. That is now potentially another position.
Okay.
It's the criteria getting again. So that's what I'm thinking in terms of stacking.
Yeah.
Stacking trades as you used to do, Brian.
Yes. Yes. Okay. GJ.
That's another one. I'm not in, but
you certainly could have been in.
Could have been, yeah.
But it may have. It depends. Oh no, probably not. It's come up there. Your stop loss, even if it's there, because you probably wouldn't have put it down to the next one.
No, it wouldn't. No, stop loss would be above that, above the wick of the second candle. Still, I think just above that one.
Up there. Okay.
A couple of candles back. Hold up.
Except when you go CHF, you're gonna, instead of two back, you're gonna put it at the top of the short.
Correct. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Why would you do it on that, but not on this? What? Why wouldn't you have it down here?
I suppose I'm just
seeing it differently, or
I'm just trying to find some rules to.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a bit
because it's as I said yesterday, it's the stop loss. Yesterday, day before, whatever. It's your stop loss movement is really your sort of profit regulator as such. Okay. GN. Well, you're not going to do anything here because you're still green.
Correct. Yeah.
But it is one that you might be looking at soon, though, because if you've got a short, but if that turns red.
Yeah,
you're then
probably next candle it'll turn red unless it heads up again, in which case.
But look at the wicks on it. The wicks are just incredible.
This is the problem at the moment, isn't it? I mean, just the wick on that candle is. How many?
Yeah.
It's over 200 pips, just that wick.
This is what just comes out the backside of the Supreme Leader. I mean, as soon as he starts talking out his, what, these sort of things start happening. Yeah, but that's okay. Still, but see, that's the thing, isn't it, Aaron? We have to actually be able to trade with a strategy that sort of circumvents some of that craziness if we can, because that's what this is going to be like for whatever extended period of time. All right, so this is one that potentially
Yeah, I got stopped out of that trying to take the sell middle of last week.
yeah. yeah, over here from
Yeah.
that short. Yeah. And then just went long and off it went. Okay, no worries. Well, you're really starting to see the error of your previous ways, though, aren't you,
Yeah.
Darren? I mean,
Well, it was profitable for, I had a good run with it, but then
yeah.
we really came unstuck.
All right, GBP and Singapore. Well, you have a short, you got a red. That's time to get in, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm in it. I'm in it.
Oh, you're in it. Good, lovely.
Yeah.
He's
It's,
he's following the rules straight away.
yeah, I'm in it. It's a few pips in drawdown at the minute, but I'm in it.
Yeah, good.
So,
Oh, well, you would have got in somewhere on that candle or wherever, but yeah, and then it's pushed up a bit, but
yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, GU. Oh my God. You had a short and that's now
Yeah.
just punched back up and
Right.
knocked you out.
Right.
Oh no, knocked you out, but
I got in for the sell, and I'm now about to switch from the sell straight into the buy on this one.
are you?
Yeah. So I've taken a partial loss. It's not a full loss, but my stop loss.
Because your stop loss would have been up here somewhere or up
Yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
So
being
now you
disciplined.
go, I'm out, I'm back in.
I mean, previously I would have just stayed in a trade until
It
until it
stopped you out.
again stopped me out. But now I'm out of that sell, straight into the buy. I've got a long,
Yeah, okay.
about to turn green. So that's just a straight switch from sell to buy.
Yeah. And I agree with you. Right. Okay, let's look at the NZDs then. Are you following this, Paul? You
Yeah.
seeing the process?
Hmm.
Well,
It's
we'll
all
have a
hot
look
off
at
the press, this, isn't it,
yeah,
Brian? Off the
yeah,
press.
yeah. This is so hot you can't handle it. It's and then we'll have a look at have a look at his Renko bricks in a moment, Paul, if you've got a moment
Yeah, I was
still.
interested in that. Yeah, Darren was telling me about it.
Who was?
I was telling him about it.
Oh, Darren was telling. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Right. So even though you go long, you're going to stay in the cell, but you probably get knocked out. Look, you're not in these rules, but
I'm not
that
in it.
short
Not
and
in
that
it.
you would have been in that cell, and then you would have moved your stop loss from here down to there, maybe, and when it's popped back up,
May have
it's
got whipped out of that one,
stop profited you.
fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's got a long, but you still have a red, so you're going to wait for a short and then get back in again.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Like it's pretty simple rule. There's nothing much to it, is there?
It's all very mechanical.
Yeah, NZDCHF, same sort of situation. Short. See, that would have been interesting. You get a short, you got a, oh no, you would have been a short there. You would have moved your stop loss. It came back up again. You would have been out. That would another short would have come back, got you back out again, probably there.
I think I
And
would
you
have
get
probably just survived that short because
which the first one,
yeah.
maybe, and then it went down, then it jumped up and knocked you out anyway. Because you might have moved your stop loss down here then.
So look. Downward, Brian.
So, okay, let me
Oh,
just.
sorry, no, I was on about. I wasn't going that far back. I was just going back to the.
No, but I'm just looking at this. So let's say
Okay.
you've now got your new rules. It's gone red, you've got a short, you're red,
Yeah.
bang, you're in the trade. Right? You got your stop loss up here somewhere. Oh yeah. But then you move down, 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 down. You would move your stop loss to here, to there, maybe.
Yeah, to
maybe
the,
even to there. Whoops, maybe to there,
yeah,
and then when
just
it's
above
come
there,
back
that's
up
right.
like that, it would stop profit you.
Correct, yeah.
And then you get another short, you get back in again here somewhere on this candle, probably down the bottom of it or something,
Yeah.
wherever. And then you've got a stop loss up here. When it comes back around, it would stop you out up
Yeah,
here.
that would be a failure, that one.
That would be a loss, that's right. And then you get another short here, you get in that trade there, have your stop loss up there, wherever, and then bang, 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 down it goes. That would be a good profit.
Yeah.
And there you got another short, so this is time to get into that again.
Well, it's stacked now. I think you'd probably still be in the previous
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, it depends whether you see what you might have done is taking your stop loss from there. When it dropped down there, you could have your stop loss at the top of this, and then it would have spiked you
Okay.
up and out.
Then get back in again.
You would get back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at how it would, it all depends on where you move your stop loss to as the journey sort of continues. That's all.
I would
I mean, if
probably,
you
again,
do at least two candles back, your stop loss would still be up here. So
yeah,
it's how conservative or how aggressive your stop loss
I would,
move would be.
I would have kept it 2 candles back. I'd still be in it, and I'd be adding a second potentially now.
Maybe into a second trade. Yeah, okay.
Like to stack trades.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, I'm just looking at where that stop loss might be. Okay, NZDJPY. Well, yeah, the short, and then it just spiked back up.
But then get back in. Get back in on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Still got
yeah,
the
yeah,
short. Get back in on the trend bar
yeah,
change.
yeah,
Down it goes.
yeah. Let's give you the long, and then if you're still back up here, you'd still be saved and just see where it is. Okay. Right, NU. Cool. Well, you get the long there and it's turned green. You'd go from a sell, well, unless you got knocked out, you'd go from a sell to a into a buy now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that would be a bit of a failure, that one. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because your stop loss would still be up here somewhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so I'd be manually just getting out of it. I'd be disciplined and say, right, trend bar's turning colour, time to get out.
Yeah, okay. And change into a buy.
Yeah, straight to its flip straight into a buy. Yeah.
Okay. Small loss into a buy. Gotcha. All right. Singapore, Japanese yen. No, you'd still be in that sell out there. Even though it's pulled back, it depends. If you got in on that short somewhere there, you'd have your stop loss up here. Okay. And now it's dropped back down again. Even though you got a long there, it doesn't matter because you're still red on the trend bar. Okay. Well, we'll just see how they play out. UCAD. Well, that's time to get in, isn't it?
I'm already in this actually, so
Yeah. I was just about. Yeah.
So I got in when it turned from green to red.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I got in there because
Because the short behind
still
it.
still had the short.
But it means you would have got
Turn
in
red.
there.
Yeah, but I
You
wasn't
should.
obviously wasn't
Yeah.
trading.
And there as well.
Yeah. So I'd have been
And
in
then it
and
would have
out.
come up and then
Yeah.
there again.
And then finally we get the drop.
Okay, right here.
Pulled back up, we have a short and it drops again.
So you might have been in a trade for a period of time there and it not actually sell out properly, or it
Not the
could have
best
knocked you out, a few times
yeah,
even.
it's not the
Okay.
best per UCAD, is it? But I'm
No, of course not. But then again, that's a nice drop.
up
USBC has,
230 pips.
oh my God, look at that. If you had been in from here, look at that.
Yeah, magnificent that one. Yeah.
Mm. It would have been a bit of like, oh yeah, no, oh no, yeah, loss, yeah, no, oh, loss, big win. There would have been two losses in there for sure.
Yeah.
But this is would have, I think, made up for it somehow. Because if you got in somewhere there, your stop loss would be up there. And where it is currently is 4.5% nearly.
Yeah, see, I'm the other thing I'm doing slightly differently is I'm using sort of fixed lot sizes. So rather than using that to calculate my lot size, I'm going for sort of, for example, 0.01 per thousand.
Yeah.
So that means those losses at the top there would be quite small.
Yeah. And this would be less as a profit,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just giving a reference of
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it'd still be a percentage though of
Oh
whatever
yeah,
you took.
percentage win. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. UJ. Well,
I'm in this for the sell. That's good. It's going all right.
yeah, it's interesting.
Nice drop today.
If you had have had the X48 on, you would go, oh no, I have to get out.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have got into that because it wouldn't have been out the other side of the rail.
No.
So that were in the short there, pushback thing. It just depends on where you've moved your stop loss to, but
Yeah.
that would have been a jump out. You would have got into the buy and then it would have just dropped back down again. Okay. Again, you're not going to win every trade. So we know that. It's just that's a nice drop there too, isn't it? Off that short.
Yeah, well, I'm in
Chance
this.
around.
I'm not in on that short, so I'm in it.
Yeah. Yep.
It pulled back, a bit of drawdown, and now it's
Yeah, it dropped off.
profit. Yeah.
Thanks to the supreme leader, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
well, here we go. This is a sell. USD Singapore. Wouldn't you be, should be into that.
Look, let's have a look. Oh, I've taken a loss on this. I had a loss on this because I got into the buy.
You got into the long, but then it went red.
It's dropped
That's
off
where you,
quickly. So I've taken a loss on that one and now ready to get into the sell. I should be in the sell now. You're right.
yeah, you should be, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, only if it's, well, once it's sort of turned red and
Yeah.
red trend bar. Okay. Rightio. And gold is down here. You know, it's just, we're green and pushing
I'm in
gold.
this for the buy.
Woof.
Yeah.
Mm,
I got into the sell. Closed.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, manually closed it because the trend bar changed green and
Okay, good.
flipped into the buy.
Right, yeah.
It's going
How
all
the
right.
sell into the buy? Gee.
I think long, I think sentiment it's going to continue to go up gold.
Oh, yeah.
So much uncertainty. It's
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Bitcoin's gone to
Chinese
about
buying
the
gold like that.
80, but it's still going down. I mean, it's not, people think it's going to be going great anyway. And then oil just like tanked out, didn't it?
That would have been a nice sell on oil. We got in,
But you didn't.
but it didn't.
That's okay. Lovely. All right. So there you go. Right, where are we now? We'll go back up here, look at. So quite a dramatic change in your viewpoint of what you're doing.
Yeah, there's less sitting around waiting. It's a bit more active, but still daily. So I still only need to
And
look.
0.01 at this point, fixed lot, and mechanically trading for the rules. Not worrying about the news, not worrying about any of that, just
Yeah,
getting in or out, or even flipping them. So, which you were never doing before. You were never,
No.
never doing a flip. So,
no.
but it's going to be like when it's green, red, green, red, green, red. That's going to be the issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. All right, Tom, where are we?
I've got 10 minutes and I've got to go.
Oh, Sorry, mate. I didn't
Oh, no,
realize.
that's all right. I'm just telling you ahead of time.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. We'll work through a bit. AUD CAD. There's a long. You're still in the buy on that then.
No, I'm out of that.
Oh, why?
I'm waiting for a pullback. I want to get a better trade.
Because you think out of the box it will pull back and then go up?
Yeah, what I'm looking for is I get in here, but if there's
Yeah.
any kind of a pullback, then I get out. And so this candle showed a pullback before it did the long.
Oh, right. Okay. Earlier in your day.
Right.
Okay,
So I just
gotcha.
went ahead and got out of the trade.
Yeah, no worries.
So now this is still saying the right shoulder is still going down. So when it pulls up to this trend bar, the red one, it's going to give me a yellow candle either before or after when that changes to green.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just looking for the candle, or in this case, the brick, when it changes green at the trend bar change.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, you got to wait till then. All right, because this
Yeah.
could do a pullback bid and yeah, okay. But at the moment
I could get in this long again,
yeah.
but I got a feeling since this is not changing this green line,
Yeah.
it's still saying down. So this may be a short pullback along.
Yeah. And then going straight into a short again.
And then go short again.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to make sure if I'm going to go long on the daily,
yeah,
that my lower time frame has swapped over from a green candle pullback on the daily to a yellow candle.
And this current brick on the 2 hour hasn't completed yet. And as you said, if it pushes up a bit on that 2 hour, well, not big movements, but if it does push up on the 2 hour and then gives you a short and doesn't change the trend bar and then gives you another long and then starts going up, that would be the opportunity potentially to get in then.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm catching the long out of the box that's changing the color of that trend box.
Yeah, but this is still only a Wednesday. Okay. It hasn't completed. It's a bit slow too. Okay, no worries. Right. AUDCHF. Okay, long.
I'm not in this one.
This is what
I was in this one.
Yeah.
I was in this one, and I saw it go long, and then it stalled. It stalled right there at that line.
Yeah.
The minute it stalled, I got out. Now it's come back.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be considered the short. It's going to have to create a short.
Yeah. To be able
It'll still be in my box.
Yeah.
And then as it goes out, the trend bar will change.
Yeah.
I'll get the long.
And we're talking potentially from the daily for it to be a longer move up. Okay.
I'm just working this lower section on the 2 hour for the daily time frame.
It could come and maybe we'll just see. It may make a lower low or not. Or it stays in the box and then off it goes back up, gives you a short, then another long, and then you're into it. Then
that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Which will probably be next week. Okay. AUDJPY.
Same thing.
Okay.
It stalled, so I got out, and look, you're already getting a brick coming back.
Yeah. Come back. Yeah, it's back down. That's right. Okay. AUDNZD.
Again, it did the exact same thing. It went up, stalled. You're on a different feed, so mine looks different than yours.
Yeah, okay, no worries. That's okay.
What feed are you using, Paul?
Sorry.
I can change it to Andy.
What feed are you using?
Yeah.
Pepperstone, I think, isn't it?
Oh, he's the same as you then, Brian.
Yeah. I know. I just changed it to Oanda on this one. So yeah, you've got same situation. It's really interesting, the different feed. Look at that, where it's pushed up to the line, where if I change it back to Pepperstone, that's not it's
Doesn't
not
even
what
show
it's
the line.
no. No, and it doesn't even show that pull back up. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as you said, it's still the line that's pulled back down. It's exactly the same. They're all doing the same sort of thing. Singapore, you don't trade. AUD, USD, let's go. Now this, you would be in, but has it changed? No, the trend bar's still red. It's still sort of in the box, and you've got this line. So were you in the buy and you just sort of like get out of it now? Or
Yeah, it's stalled. It's at that.
Yeah.
It's at that line. Here, fix the box real quick. You'll see what I'm saying. Take the top and bring it down to that red brick that's next to the long.
Yeah, I will.
Right there.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so you're still in the kill zone.
And it's still positive though. It's still on the slightly on the above side of that
shrink
candle.
that down just a little bit. Okay, so the target is those red wicks at the top where it says short.
Yeah, up here, yeah.
Right. So if it pulls up here, even though that trend line turns green, it's going to have to give me some indication that it's still going up.
Yeah.
And the only way it'll give me that indication is if this green line changes a new direction.
Yeah, this green line, not the trend bar. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
If that changes and goes up in the up direction, then I'm going to continue to buy it up. However, I'm still sitting here waiting.
Yeah, currently though, it's looking like the way with this green line here is that it looks like it won't break the high and it'll just then sell back out again and make a new low.
That's right. So that's why I got out of it. If it was just going to smash through and keep going, fantastic. But it's stalled.
Yeah. It's stalled. Yeah. Okay. Rightio. Just tell me when you're off and go. CAD CHF.
Same thing. Just a matter of waiting now.
But you're in the short though, aren't you?
No, because mine says mine changed to selling to a push up. My green line. So it's conflicting. And since it's made a new low, which is at the top of that wick, you can bring your box down.
Yeah.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring the top down to the top of that yellow brick down right there. Because that's the wick it has to beat in order to keep going up.
At the charts to see.
Rightio, no worries.
And mine's saying it's going to push up, so maybe your feed just hasn't caught up yet.
Okay. No worries. It's hard to know, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
From Melbourne, Australia. Tune in later for a live look at the charts to see what's cooking.
Melbourne, Australia. Bloody hell. It's Melbourne, but anyway, not Melbourne. Whoever it is. Oh my God. Anyway, you can tell there. You're not local. Right, yeah, this is just all.
That was the supreme leader, so how he pronounces it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, good on him. Yeah, well, it turned green there, and now it's just dropping its bum out again. This is
it's consolidating. But look, it's a classic W.
Yeah.
There's your high.
Yeah.
Your trend bar has changed green. So it's already pulled back into this box. The next thing that's going to happen is this is possibly going to make another yellow candle and then push out the box. When it pushes out the box on the long, I'll take the long. Because when you got this long,
let's give you a short, yeah.
Because when you get this long, look at your next wick. Where'd it go to?
Right
there.
And
it didn't break it.
No. And
It
then you
didn't
got the
break it,
next,
right?
and then you got the next one further up. Yeah.
Right. So if this doesn't break, if this red brick that it's creating doesn't break these two lower wicks, which we think it's
Yeah.
going to,
Which down
and
here.
just not, and that's the yellow line is going to tap
Yeah.
this, and then take off.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So now I'm
fair
watching
enough.
that trend bar. As long as that trend bar stays red when it turns here, then we know it's going to pull back. If it turns green again outside this box, we know it's buying. So I just
Okay.
keep sliding this box across till I get what I want.
Yeah, but it's green at the moment. But it'll depend on when this brick finishes what. And it could be a yellow brick. You never know. Okay. You know.
No, but it's keeping you out of bad trades.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. CHF Well, unfortunately, I'm in that trade. I'm actually in
what?
that trade.
I got to go, guys.
Yeah, no worries at all. All right,
All right.
no worries. All the
Take
best.
care.
See ya. See ya. Today's
Yeah.
Friday, so see you market open.
All
Or
right.
before market open. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So that's the bricks, Paul.
Yeah.
The Renko bricks. So it's just what Tom's trading off. So we'll see. All right.
One of the IML traders used to use those a few years ago.
Yeah, good, yeah. There are different options. They always, I think all of those traders were all sort of using different things and making an edge or whatever it is. But yeah, it's fair enough too.
I think a lot of them have, or most of them have gone off in different directions, haven't they?
Oh yeah,
All broken away and doing their own thing.
yeah. Well, I think they realized that they had value of what they had, and it was more about working through it for themselves.
You've got to have the premium plan on TradingView to get the 2 hour.
Oh, do you?
Renko, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you could. What?
I'll do that another day.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, it's just something we're looking at. But I mean, we're also there's what Down's doing, standard candles, nothing too crazy. So we just see what happens with it. So you could be in another trade on this one as soon as it goes if we get a short on that.
Yeah.
If not, it works up. But anyway, it's the end of the trading week. Non-phone pay roll was last week. All we've got now is Mr. Crazy doing Mr. Crazy stuff, and so we'll see. Tom's back. Oh, he had to go, but he's back. Anyway, we'll see. All right then. I think unless you got other questions, I mean that's sort of where we are today. But yeah, that's interesting. You're just doing a standard lot, which is fair enough. It's what I'd be doing as well, Darren. Easier just to do that to test it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't know what's going to happen in the world. We don't know what's going to happen with trading. All we can do is follow a process mechanically to keep ourselves.
Using the other thing with the standard lots, what I had in mind though was like the one we was looking at then, I think it was AUD card, when you got those short moves at the top though, where it was red to green, green to red.
Yeah.
By using standard lots, I'd sort of be getting in and out 2 or 3 times, and so the losses should be really quite small because I was using standard lots rather than working out 1% risk every turn.
Correct.
So that was part of my motivation for moving to standard lots. So I don't rack up significant losses getting in and out.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree with
negative.
it, Darren. That's what I was saying. I think you're right on that. But yeah, we just see how so primarily what you're really doing is following the trend. That's really what you're doing, and
The trend is
keeping
your
with
friend, as
yeah,
Barney always says.
yeah, absolutely it is. And it keeps doing it until it doesn't want to do it anymore. Then it plays around a bit, then it just goes the other way.
Yeah.
That's just that's the process of it. So
Well, I remembered how well you were doing, sort of doing that. You know,
yeah,
must be a year ago, and you were staying in with the trend, and you were stacking trades, and your account was sort of 50% up. I remember at one
yeah,
point.
yeah.
And it's just remembering some of that.
Yeah, but I
Removing the
think
X48, which worked under certain conditions, but then
yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we've gone on a bit of a journey, really, Darren. I mean, the X48 sort of came in and changed the way we had a perspective on it. But that sort of counters the trend to a certain extent at some point. I mean, it'll give you a trend, but then it also too then cuts you out of trades where it could continue on, which we talked about, either up or down. So, and you're always going to get pullbacks, as we're saying. But the point is, if you have some stop mechanism or stop profit, then you're really going to, majority of the time, you're going to be within a profitable stop out situation. So, uh, yeah. Oh, well, let's see how we go. We've got it's only just over 24 hours for the rest of the trading week. And then we'll have a look and see. We'll reassess it at the start or just before the market opens on your Sunday, my Monday morning.
yeah,
And now we're back. I think we're all on our either daylight or non-daylight savings. There's
yeah.
no sort of flipping around. So the time that I'm on is this usual normal time, my 5 a.m., which is, what's it now for you, Darren?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay, no worries.
Yeah, but it's 7 minutes past 9 now.
Oh yeah, no, because yeah. And we've been an hour onto it. All right then, no worries. Any other questions, Paul? Or you plan on joining us a bit more?
Yeah, oh yeah, I intend to. Yeah.
Okay.
All your horizontal lines there across.
Oh, they're just historical stuff that I've put in.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
some of that I could probably get rid of, and I mean, they're just, yeah, really, they're just highs and
You're
lows and
using
stuff.
the trend bars and the twin range filter primarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what sort of Darren's doing. Yeah,
That's what I'm
correct.
focusing on. Yeah.
But the market is pretty volatile at the moment. I mean, that's all. They're just previous lines, so I'm going to start cleaning them off too.
Yeah.
It's probably more of them. But you see this has been low anyway. It just gives me an idea back over to back over to previous lows. You'll see over here. And you can see where on the daily this has just been moving down. It's now created a new low. So at some point we'll get, a push back up. But anyway, that's where it's at. Okay.
Yep.
No worries at all. All right then. Until the next time. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
okay, Brian.
Have a good sleep.
Okay.